Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for P-Valley, Season 2, Episode 3, The Dirty Dozen. Wanda Roulette is in the boom boom room or the champagne room where the murder happened. She's in there with the client, you know, really rolling her kiki and, you know, doing her thing. And she has her mask on and the guy's like, I want to see what you look like. I want to take that off. And she's like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And then, you know, he coaxes her a little bit. And so she's like, okay, you take it off. Because first she was like, I'm already butt naked. That ain't enough. He's like, no, I want to see what you look like. And so he takes her mask off and sees them soup coolers. And he's like, oh, them perfect for peen sucking. And so she's like, oh, that's against the law. You know, rule number 2.58. We don't hoe at the pink. You want to hoe, you're going to have to go. And, you know, he can convince her with all this coin that he just keeps pulling out. It's just endless, just wads of cash. He just keeps pulling it out. And so that's all she needs. And so, you know, she pushes him out of the camera view a little bit and goes on and does what she's supposed to do for that little brick that she asked for. And so she's into prostitution and she is down to do whatever it takes to get her money. Afterwards, of course. And I feel like Whisper the Witch, you know, told her she was going to make all that money. You know, she knows. She's all-knowing. And she has all of this money and, you know, in her trash bag. And she sees Mercedes over there struggling a little bit. She walks over to give her a little bit of encouraging words. She says, well, you know what, Mercedes? Don't look at it like that. Look at your bag as half full, not half empty. I just thought I'd give you that. Mercedes like, girl, mind your business. Don't worry about what I got. Don't you worry. Mercedes is over there at her gym that's not really a gym. You know, it still need all kinds of renovations. And so she got to get her man on the line and Coach. She got to get Coach on the line. He was the regular. If you don't remember, he was the regular, one of her regulars. And he had this offer for her. You know, he was going to put her up in a nice condo. And he pay her, I think it was $10,000, you know, weekly, you know, for weekend rendezvous. And she wasn't with it at the time, but now she calling and she's like, listen, let's just renegotiate the terms of the contract of whatever it is y'all want me to do. Let's renegotiate it. And we got to get your wife's approval of this because he say wife don't care about this. He say his wife just don't care. And we see that she is down with it. She is down with it. Terica, she comes speeding up to Patrice Woodbine's church and where she does the food drive. And one of the saints comes out there like, well, do you need help? You know, well, I can only give you one box, but she's asking for 2. And so, you know, she gives her a little story. I don't know if she gave her a sob story or what, but she calls Patrice over there, you know, and she wants to help her out. And so Patrice, you know, notices that it's her granddaughter and, you know, sends the lady on her way. She says she'll take care of it. And she's like, Terica. That girl say, Patrice. Patrice said, girl, I will stomp a mud hole in your ass. Hi, Grandma. I thought you changed your tune. What you doing around here? Can I get 2 boxes? What you need 2 boxes for? Where your mama? She gonna say which one? The one that's raised you. Oh, she home sleep. Sister so-and-so, go on and give her 4 boxes. You know, she got her good eye on that. That don't sound too right. Where is your mama and why you out driving? Because you are not supposed to be driving. I don't think she's of driving age, especially with how she flew into the parking lot. It's obvious. She does not have her license. But Patrice gonna go on and help her. You know, that's her grandbaby. She gotta help. The crew, Lil Murder and the crew, you know, they on tour. And they stopping at a gas station right now. The lady, the gas station clerk, she looking scared. I don't know why you scared. I mean, I probably, if I was working in a gas station and saw Lil Murder come up in there, the way he was looking with his red bandana tied around his face. I mean, with the times that we're living in, you shouldn't be, you know, nervous about anybody having on some type of face covering. But working in the gas station, lady, you do need to be on your P's and Q's. But don't you call the police. Don't you call the police, lady. She ain't called the police. She had her hand on the button just in case. I'm sure just in case she needed to go on and do that. You know, Murder was looking like she about to turn it on our ass. We need to hurry up and get our belongings and get on up out of here. They had to do a little photo shoot anyway, so they go outside. They flick it up a little bit, have their little photo shoot. It's cute or whatever. It's obvious, you know, that they have chemistry. The people are really tuned into them and buying into the whole Lil Murda and Mississippi, you know, duo. While they taking a picture, Keyshawn winks at Murda, and he, you know, he has to die because whoever winks at you, they're the killer, and that means that they done killed your ass. So they playing Mafia. It's real cute. I love that game. We used to play that in college. I don't know if that's what they called it, but it's essentially the same thing, you know, where it's a little mystery situation, a mystery game. Nobody knows who the killer is. But in Mafia, there's a killer, there's a nurse, there's a police officer, and I think there's a witness or something like that, the person who saw it. I don't know, but you have to guess all them people, you know. It's fun. It's fun. Anyway. Clifford and Autumn are, you know, back in the office. You know, he, of course, has to get her together because he knew that she was going to run everything in the ground trying to open up so soon. Mercedes wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. The whole place wasn't ready. The Pete was not ready to open its legs, just like he said, you know. Either way, Autumn feels like, well, okay, we don't have Mercedes, but we got to get somebody headlining. And so she suggests that it be Wanda Roulette and Whisper the Witch. Because, you know, they had the crowd a little hyped up. And so, okay, that's cool. Who gonna DJ? Big Bone back there in the bar, she say, oh, I'll DJ. He's like, listen, plugging your phone up is not what we're trying to do here. And he was just bopping to some music she was listening to. And so Autumn is like, you was just dancing to something she was listening to. I feel like she could do a good job. Let her go on and plug her phone up. And let's do what we got to do. Because we're going to have to reopen again. We're going to have to get this grand opening right. And so, you know, he's down. Okay, bring your best playlist because we're going to have to do this one more time. We're going to have to run it back for the repeat. Mayor Wayne, he out at the black church. Well, it's the pastor's luncheon, barbecue, cookout sort of situation. And he coming out there to pander. You know, he wants the people to vote for him. And they looking at him like... It's one pastor in particular that's right by his side. He gonna stick beside him. Patrice Woodbine in the audience, because he say his slogan, he say we got to get it right for Chuckalisa. She say, oh, that's your slogan. We gonna get right for Chuckalisa. Oh, okay. You know, she ain't really feeling it. She don't like the fact that he trying to come in there with his casino and all of that. He's like, I already know. I know what your stance is on the casino, you know. Okay, but and she gonna tell him the only reason you on the ballots is because the mayor's dead. So don't get too comfortable. You know, don't get too comfortable. She's trying to win the people on her side. You know, if y'all still want this town to be a saved and sanctified town that it is, y'all not gonna vote for him or this casino. Trying to bring the debauchery and bring it down to Sodom and Gomorrah. She will not have it. Not on her watch. She will not have it. The pastor from Delta Baptist, whatever, the one that's brown nosing, he stands up and says, well, you got my vote and you'll have my congregation's vote. And Patrice stands up like, first of all, you niggas ain't got no reason and no business voting for a casino any goddamn way. Y'all ain't got no business voting for that no way. Y'all always trying to be around here doing something for the white folks. She ain't having it. Patrice is really on that, on her, don't be falling for the white man's trap. She's really on that. So the crew on tour, and they're at this club or whatever, and Mississippi got the red carpet rolled out for her. She got chocolate strawberries, it's champagne, it's everything that you can ask for, you know, when you going on tour. And Lil Murda like, well, darn, where are my chocolate strawberries? He allergic to strawberries. Asked him for the chocolate strawberries. Anyway, you know, her manager, I forgot what his, the big guap, blue guap, whatever his name is, light skin. He takes a picture and he posts it. And she's like, you done posted that already? Worried that Derek's going to see it. He's like, oh, your man going to be all right. I don't even think he following me on Instagram or nothing like that. Don't you worry about that. And he shows her the picture. You know, here, I'll let you see it. And if you don't like it, then I will get rid of it. She looks at it. She's like, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be all right. Murda in Mississippi done cut up in every city. We see them go from city to city to city, dance and perform and perform. It looks like it's a good show. It looks like the people are having a good time. I'm going to go and get my tickets as well because it looks like it's a good time, you know. Why not? Mercedes is out pulling up to the spot. And we see her getting a COVID test, and she gets a call from Terica. Terica want to know when the gym gonna open back up. She like, girl, what you want to know for? Yo, you know, Shell ain't letting your little ass come back no way. I gotta go, child. I'm at work. You know, I'm working. So she had to get off the line. Terica, on the other hand, her living situation ain't good. Shell done fallen into the bottle, and she laid over there on the couch, passed out drunk. So that's the reason why Terica was pulling up to the spot getting food, because she ain't cooked in months, I'm sure. Poor Terica. But hopefully we gonna get that situation straight. But that's what she's dealing with. Mercedes goes upstairs. You know, we see her, you know, she's all dolled up. She's at the spot at her little condo, and she's got champagne waiting on her, and it's really nice. It's a really nice place. His wife comes out and introduces herself, you know, so like I said, she is down with this. She introduces herself, and at first she's very standoffish, of course, you know. Mercedes is trying to make conversation. He over there telling her how fine she is and all of that, because he comes down, greets her. And wifey has her documents in place and in hand. She hands her all of these papers saying, we just gonna need you to sign on page 7, 15, 25, 84, and 102. And also the NDAs. Thank you. So Mercedes looking like, what? Like, I mean, damn, we just gonna get right to it, I guess. So while the people are out on their tour, they are at this bar or whatever, and they see these familiar faces. It's the boys that rolled up on Murder, the snitch from Queen and Slim and crew. It's them. And, you know, they roll up with the small talk. You know, they recognize one another and everything. The dude from jail, he don't see it for him at all. I guess they have a past. Something has happened in the past. I don't know. But before there's a skirmish, a scuffle, you know, they separate the two. They separate them or whatever. And while they're talking, the snitch, he, you know, is giving Murder his props. You know, he got the mixtape. He got Mississippi, you know. He feel like Mississippi is his girl, you know. So he's kind of envious of that. Like, he got the girl. He got the mixtape. He got it all. The dude that they recognize, the hater, he's like, psh, yeah, okay. So when he comes out with the mixtape Tales of a Trade, let me know how you feel about that. And light skin, you know, the manager, he's sitting there shook like, Tales of the Trade? Going on here? He ain't know about Lil Murder and his proclivity, you know. He ain't know about all that. Mercedes is still, you know, mixing and mingling with this man and his wife. And she's a photographer, and she's noticing some of the artwork, and he kind of puts her down a little bit, like she just, you know, some lowly photographer, like she don't do nothing professional no more. And Mercedes stands up and compliments her on it, and, you know, picks out, you know, breaks it down. You know, I like this about it. I like that about it. I see what you did here. I see what you did there. I appreciate the art. I see you, girl. I see you, sis. And so he excuses himself because he got some emails, a phone call, something. And so this is an opportunity for Mercedes and his wife to talk. And she tells her, you know, don't worry, this is my first time too. I never met any of his other hoes. And Mercedes like, I ain't no hoe. And she said, girl, you getting paid $10K a week, and you getting this condo. I mean, but don't listen. I ain't mad at you because I ain't getting much more, and I got the layup under him. You want to switch places? Mercedes say, hell no. So they get a good laugh out of that. So it's obvious why this is a girl that's turned wife. You know, this is the one that, you know, a man with a harem of women always got to have his bottom broad, and I guess that's who she is. You know, so she don't mind Mercedes being in the mix. You know, she appreciates Mercedes making sure that she had her permission. She like, what made you even ask my permission? Mercedes says she has integrity. The girl like, do you? Integrity, girl, okay. So when Coach comes back, you know, whatever he got going on, it went in his favor. And so Mercedes, you know, is congratulating him, and it's obvious that that's something that a moment they've already shared, or they've been talking about it or whatever. And so she's like, let me get up out of y'all bedroom And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I want you to see the Mercedes experience. I want you have got to see this. Do that little thing when you do that. When you do that, do that. And so Mercedes is like, where I need to plug my phone up at. She's down to do it. Because wifey's like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. She's cool with it. And so Mercedes gets up there and does her thing. Okay? You already know, y'all, we already know what it gives, what Mercedes gives. And it was, you know, the Mercedes experience. And she's up on that, you know, up on the pole or whatever. And when she gets down, you know, walking all up to Coach, and she straddles him and gets on his lap and all of that. Next thing we know, his wife is completely naked. She done took off all her clothes. Standing there waiting to see how she can tap in. Andre is on the phone with his wife, still lying. Oh, we gonna have to, we can't read the will just yet. We got to push the date back. I need more time. I need more time. She like, okay, whatever. She really can't even be bothered with what he has going on because another one of her patients just coded. So she got to go anyway. Mercedes is in the throes of this threesome and her phone start ringing. I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy, yummy, yummy, yummy gummy bear. Oh, and it had rained before that while she was up there dancing, or before she was about to dance or something. Her phone was ringing. This time she steps away to answer it. And it's the sheriff calling from Terica's phone. So Terica done got picked up for underage driving. Her mama in the back seat drunk again. And so somebody got to come get Terica before they have to take her to jail. Outside the club where the people at their next stop. You know, they just out there chilling or whatever. And it's this girl running around looking for murder. And she bumps into the hater. And she's like, is your name Murder? And he says something like, oh, you ain't even his type. And security, homeboy from jail, just jumps on him. You know, just jumps on him. And now a fight done broke out. They shooting. Everybody got to go. It's just melee. Wanda is at the Pink. And we can see she's checking her underwear. She done started her cycle. And so Whisper the Witch comes in there and gives her a tampon, you know, questioning her. You know, you never told me about where you from. Wanda say, she from hell. And then Whisper says she's from heaven, you know, but she had to, you know, come on down here. And this is, I guess, where she's supposed to be. She's a very mystical type of person. She put out a little bump on her bump. And, you know, puts it up to Wanda. And Wanda just gone, Roulette gone and sniffles her cocaine or whatever powdery substance that was. And Uncle Clifford comes in there, you know, to get everybody and rouse them all up, get everybody together. She tells them, you know, what the rules are, of course, you know, keep that mask on. Y'all gonna have to get y'all a little COVID, you know, cute little outfit like I got. She turned around all her ass out. Anyway, she gets the girls riled up to go out there on stage. When they get out there, of course, Uncle Clifford, she starts the show and she give us some little pole tricks too. I said, oh, we didn't know you had it in you. We didn't know you had it in you. But she introduces Whisper the Witch and Wanda Roulette and they get out there. Big Bone is back there DJing. And so while they're up there, you know, everybody's tossing money, you know, it's hype. And so Wanda Roulette just takes her top off. And of course, Clifford's looking like, I won't do that here. We cannot take the tops off. You know, so she starts to get on to her over the mic. Big Bone cuts the mic. Because she team dancer, you know. But she cuts her mic. And I'm sure she gonna get on to her later about that. She apologized. She's like, don't be taking them tops off. We can't do that. But once again, Wanda Roulette and Whisper the Witch, they made all the money. Big L and Gidget's boo, they outside in the back. He back there crying and carrying on over Gidget. He want to get his life right, get it together so he can give her a ring and the picket fence that she's been asking for. Big L like, Gidget don't want all that. Anyway, Wanda Roulette and Whisper the Witch come out there. Wanda flirting with the white boy, flirting with Gidget's boo. He tells her he likes her moves and all of that. And she just looking at him like, okay, white boy, No, I don't know. I don't know what to take about or how to take their interactions or what's about to happen. I don't know if we can trust Wanda Roulette. So it's something with her. It's got to be something with her. But yeah, they flirting for now. She pull out this her little pocket knife out of her shoe and puts her foot up on, you know, because she got to take it out of her shoe. So she swings her foot up on the table, pulls it out, and she's like, you got something in your teeth. Let me get it. Leans in all close and whips that knife out like she gonna, you know, like she gonna cut him or something. But and it's obvious he is completely turned on by this whole interaction. Yeah, they gonna be a thing soon. Mercedes is at Shell house spraying her down, waking her up. She in there throwing up, choking on the water, all of that, still drunk, all that. They have this back and forth, you know, where we rehash the past, you know, because Mercedes is like, why you got Terica out driving you? Like, she's too young, blah, 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 blah. She ain't nothing but 14. And Shell is like, but you was 15. You ain't care nothing about being 15 when you was sleeping with my husband. And she's like, you still on that? Like, whatever. You know, he thought that she was 18 because that's what she told him. Still, sir, how old were you? You was a married man. And you was messing with an 18-year-old? It still looks bad. The optics still look bad, legal or not. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, you know, we have to talk about the past again. She was 15 and her mama made her, you know, basically give the baby up. Her mama made him raise the baby since he was a married man. Y'all raised the child. And when he passed away, Shell had an opportunity to give her back, but she didn't, you know. She didn't do it. And of course, all this time, Mercedes thought that it was just Shell, you know, being spiteful and because she wanted to raise her baby. And Shell's like, nah, that's what he wanted. On his dying bed, he said, take care of her. Because he knew you couldn't take care of her and your own mama knew that you couldn't take care of her. You know, so that left Mercedes, you know, looking cheap. Because, girl, you got to get your life in order. Whole time, Terica standing outside the door listening to the entire conversation, just crying. Just crying. And mama was so drunk. Well, Shell, she was so drunk in that bathtub. I mean, drunk boots. Like, you was passed out drunk and you woke up drunk. Like, how much did you drink? Obviously, she's just been drinking her sorrows away. Because having to look in the face of her husband's infidelity every single day, I'm sure that has not been easy. She said something about she ain't working. It's just all bad for Shell. We're going to have to pray for her. So, the guys in VIP, everybody in the club looking for the girl with the peen-suck lips. Where the girl with the big soup coolers, where she at? They making all the girls take their masks down now. Like, we done heard there's somebody around here that's going to suck us off. Where she at? Point me in the direction of her. That's all they looking for. Autumn and Clifford in the office. Autumn is waiting on Andre to text her back. You know, he checking on the bid for her. She ain't taking nothing less than $10 million. Of course, Clifford is like, listen, you really think them white folk finna give you $10 million? She's like, if we could get $10 million, wouldn't you want to sell it? He's like, yeah, because I could get 3.5. I could get about $3 million. He, you know, he's thinking about this. So, girl, go ahead, see what you can do. See what you can do for us, and see if you can get us this $10 million over there with Andre and Wayne Cal's brother. I don't forget what his name is. The biracial brother. They're talking. Of course, he's like, you're going to have to get her to sell. Andre's like, she ain't thinking about selling. He ain't really pressed to do that. You know, she ain't really thinking about selling nothing like that. She's waiting on this casino because she already know once that's happening, then she's going to be, you know, on top. Like, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. So let that go. Let that go. He starts joking about running for mayor and running against his brother. And he's like, you know what? That's really not a bad idea. And I might pay for that. So, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So, this man might be running for mayor because it's looking like that's what he want to do. Like he want to stay. That's what it's looking like. It's about to happen. He about to leave his wife and run for the mayor of Chucalissa. She is not going to be happy with Murder headed back to his hotel room. And, you know, he got all the groupies on his tail. Mississippi comes out there, saves the day because she going to land a big kiss on him. So all the girls, you know, they go scurrying after that. Once inside, he's sitting down. You know, she about to grease his scalp. And she notices he's still sending Uncle Clifford postcards, you know. So that's sweet. He loves sick, like she said. And he said, You know, he tells her that she needs to mind her business. But she want to help. You know, what you saying on these postcards? You know, what you saying? And all he had was, I love you. And she's like, I love you, nigga. He says, listen, that's all it is. That's all I got to say. That's all I need to say is I love you. Like, that's it. While they're talking, she starts playing keep away with the postcard like she about to send it right now and all of that. They jumping around, and then there's a knock at the door, and it's the homie, the jailbird, the security man. And he need a ride to the store or something like that. And so, you know, there's that. Mercedes is in the kitchen, you know, after her spat with Shell, and Terica comes in there and confronts her about what she's just heard. And, you know, she's like, why didn't you come and get me? You know, she's not really understanding why she ain't never come back to get her. Of course, Mercedes' excuse is, I was 15. Okay, well, you ain't always been 15. You're not 15 now. Well, ain't no judge gonna give a stripper her baby back. Okay, well, this seems like there's always an excuse. I'm going to bed. And so there's that. She got Terica mad at her again. I don't know what she's gonna do about that, but she's gonna have to stop making excuses and just do. That's what we asking. Just be that girl's mother. Murder and the homie, they are out, you know, talking over a blunt, reminiscing on the good old days. Apparently, they did time together. And while inside, the homie had to kill somebody for murder. There was a spat or something going on the yard, and Murder was shanked. And so the homie had his back then, and he got his back now. You know, he might go overboard a little bit, but he got his back. I feel like are you sweet on him? Are you sweet on him? I don't know. They might have had a little jailhouse bromance going on. I feel like we might find out about a little bit more about, you know, their experiences inside. I don't know, but so far he's the really good friend that's got your back. Patrice Woodbine walking through the church, smoking her THC pen, when one of the saints comes back there and it's like, quick, the police are here. The police are here with the Mayor Wayne. He say, you done pissed off the wrong neighbor. We're gonna have to shut you down. You operating and y'all not social distancing, so y'all got to go. We're gonna have to shut it down. She's like, so where are we supposed to worship Jesus? Where are we supposed to do that? And he said, well, if you are social distancing 6 feet apart, you know, we're at a capacity of 15 people, then I mean, you could do what you gotta do. Yeah. You know, and he just take off and walk away. And she's like, oh, well, since I done pissed off the wrong neighbor, you done fuck with the wrong bitch. She is the most cussinest, smoking pastor I done ever seen. Patrice Woodbine something else. She said, you ain't heard the last of me. You ain't heard the last of me. And we see Uncle Clifford. He is at the house looking at the postcard. He has them all. He has gotten them all from every city. He has them all, excuse me, she has them all up on her vanity. Just smitten and sniggling and giggling and all in love. Because Murder done sent her a postcard from every city. Anyway, Wanda Roulette, she been out hoeing. We see her getting back from a trick, getting dropped off at the back of the Pink. Girl, you just breaking all the rules. Anyway, she notices that Big L and Gidget's boo are, you know, unloading and loading some stuff on a truck, and when they see her, he drops one of the boxes and it's full of pills. So she notices that and she winks at him. And so there's a significance to that, because this whole thing about you being a killer, you being, you know, the assailant of some sort, you know, with their game that they're playing, with the winking and all of that, and for her to do that, I know that was strategically placed there. Something is off with Wanda Roulette, and her winking at him. I don't know if it's the start of a budding romance or she is about to rob and kill his ass. For these pills, something is afoot with the two of them, with Whisper, the witch, and Wanda Roulette. They're about to do something, and it's obvious with her winking at him, and then with them trying to put emphasis on that. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. I see you, writers. I see you. Anyway, that's it. That's where we end out We're going to see. We're going to see what's going on with Wanda Roulette. We're going to see. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.